Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all, today is feeling so September. Obviously, I got my little faux fireplace going on beside me, but it is so smoky here right now. The aura of everything is literally orange. 2 days ago, it was like bright sunshine, 28 degrees, and then as soon as September hits, it is like gloomy. I mean, granted, it's not like rainy gloomy, it's smoke, which sucks, but hey, such is life. It's kind of spooky. It's feeling spooky. I'm someone who really values like a reset and a new month and things like that. So I figured that we would just have a little it's a new month. Let's catch up. Let's have a debrief. I feel like I just need to yap. I just need to get my thoughts out. Grab a cup of tea, grab a snack, whatever you're feeling like. We're going to get into it. We're going to have just a chit-chatty little morning. All right. Okay, so basically I feel like I'm just taking on lots right now. Lots of things are changing for me right now, but in a really positive way, but that can still feel overwhelming. And so I think that I'm kind of just trying to figure out how to navigate that and what that's going to look like for me. I have some cool things that are cooking and I'm really excited about them, but I think that just being in your 20s and trying to figure out what it is that you want to do and sorting out what it is that you want in your life is just so daunting. And I know that other people feel this way too. And honestly, I'm significantly more at peace in my life right now than I genuinely ever have been. But that doesn't mean that it's not still this is a lot sometimes. My friends and I are always having these conversations just about life in your 20s and what that looks like and what that feels like. And I feel like it's such a blessing and also such a journey all at the same time. Knowing that so many people are in different places of their life, it can either feel so overwhelming. I think it just depends your viewpoint on things. For a lot of folks, it can just induce this stress and this anxiety, especially in our day and age of social media. We're just sitting here and we're watching other people do all of these things and achieve all of these goals, and in our 20s, since we're all just trying to figure out what it is that we want to do and what we want to be and all these things, it's really hard because we're watching people just do this and this and this, and we're sitting at home and we're like, oh my gosh, am I not doing enough? Should I be doing this instead? Some people are starting their families. Some people are traveling the world. Some people are pursuing a career. What should I be doing? What should I be doing? I think that actually, if you think about it and you reframe your mindset on it, it's actually just the most beautiful thing. What a blessing that I have all these possibilities, all these different things that I could be doing. Something that's really tricky is just decision paralysis. I struggle with that still. And I think that's why even right now I'm oh my gosh, I'm making all these changes in my life because I've made decisions and now I'm oh my goodness, now I've committed to these things. I think it's really just such a blessing that we have this opportunity to choose. And the coolest thing too is if you pick a little path that you want to go down and you don't like it or it doesn't feel right for you, you can pick something else. I think that that's the piece that people are missing. I feel like everyone is so stressed about what am I going to do? This person's doing this. I'm well, why don't we just make one decision, see how it feels, and then if it doesn't sit right, if it doesn't feel like it's you, you can pick another one. And I just think that that's just so beautiful. And I really always try to take that into account and to really think about that. My whole mindset lately has just been, who am I to not take an opportunity that is presented to me? It has just opened up so much positivity and so many amazing opportunities in my life. I am doing such cool things right now. I'm literally going to Japan next month because I was open to opportunities. I'm working with an amazing group of girls. I'm working with a really cool artist. I'm working with a really cool makeup artist because I just said yes. I said yes to meetings. The thing that I kept telling myself was the worst that can happen is I don't like it or I change my mind. Oh my gosh, when I started doing that, y'all, my life literally changed. The worst that can happen is I go, someone says no, or I decide I don't like it. Think about that for a second. Best case scenario, you find something you love, you get a job that you adore, you land a position that has been a dream role, you meet a new friend, you make a new connection. The world is your oyster. Take advantage, especially in your 20s. Honestly, any age, but especially in your 20s. Anxiety holds people back. I'm someone who's suffered with anxiety. I've suffered with many a mental health challenge in my lifetime. Once you realize that you only get to live once and this is your life, you need to be in control of your own life. Who are you to not take opportunities? Like, wow, the world will just open up for you. It sounds so cliche, but like when people say like things will happen for you when you're not looking for it, like it is so true. Like the side path that I'm taking right now, it's not even a side path. I'm making a complete career change. I'm starting my own business. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't even know how I got here. Well, I do know how I got here. Hard work, saying yes, being open, me a few years ago compared to me now, like I would be looking at me and I would be like I current me is so proud of me. Little me would be just not even believing what I'm doing right now. But now here I am because the opportunities are flowing and I've just become an open person and allowed these things to seep into my life. Okay, this is now like a life in your 20s well-being chat. I just think these conversations are so important. I just love to talk about it and I just need to get it off my chest. And I literally was just journaling. Like my journal is right in front of me. I just need to talk it out. I just know that other people are feeling like this. Other people need to hear this. And I know that too because I feel like these are the conversations that I'm having all the time with my friends too. I was talking to someone the other day about friendships and friendship building, especially as a young adult. It is such a challenge. I was listening to the Mel Robbins podcast and she has an episode about like friendship and relationships in your 20s. Go give it a listen. I'm going to link it in the description as well. And she talks about how complicated it is because it's the first time that you experience this like great scattering. Because when we're kids, we're just in this really close proximity to people and we're at school with these people. And also, as a kid, you're so vulnerable and you're so open. You're on your soccer team, and obviously, you make friends because you know you have that hobby and you're in proximity to each other. And like you're in classes with these people. When you're a kid, friendships just come so naturally. You become an adult, and all of a sudden, there's this great scattering because some of your friends go off to university, some of your friends stay in their hometown, some of your friends start families, some of them move, some of them travel. Everybody all of a sudden doesn't have this proximity to one another. And even if you do maintain some of those original friendships, the dynamic is just not the same. And I think that the first time that happened to me, like that was really hard to sit with because I was like, how come my friendship with this person doesn't feel the way it used to? But it's just because we're both growing as people and things have to adjust because we're growing. Like we're growing people and our friendships are going to grow and develop or sometimes fizzle out and all these different things. And that's okay. But then the extra hard part is when it comes to trying to make these new friends and find these new connections and find your community for the person that you have become in your 20s. I know that I was really fortunate enough. I found a lovely group of people in university. Then again, another great scattering happens because I dropped out of university and then my friends graduated university and now we're all working and we're all doing our own things. Some of us aren't in the same city anymore. Like we try to pick up the phone, but I don't get to see people as much. Some people have grown in directions that I haven't grown in, and I've grown in ways that they haven't grown in. So now we've just separated and we're not really close anymore. And that's also okay. But then it's like, okay, how do I find my community when I don't have this like same proximity to all these people? It's really important to make sure that you're always putting an effort into your friendships and your relationships and just like always putting yourself out there. I feel like I'm at a place in my life where things that are important to me is like my fitness, my health and well-being, like my mental and my physical health, reading books. I want to be around queer people. I want to be around people who always want to learn. Like all these different things. And I'm like, okay, how do I even like find this community? I was fortunate enough that I found this group called Girls Who Like to Do Things. Shout out to Karis. You're such a queen for starting this. Like, you are so amazing. It's literally a group for that. And then I was fortunate enough that I am now on their executive team. I am helping others also curate this amazing community, and I get to be a part of this community. If I had not been open, I would have never, ever had an opportunity like that. Obviously, not every city has necessarily like a group or anything like that. Just being open and like finding things within your community is so important, but it's so hard to put yourself out there But I just need to remember that the worst that can happen is you put yourself out there and you don't make a friend. Best case scenario, you put yourself out there and you make like 5 new friends. And connections and relationships, especially in your 20s and as you're growing and finding your stride, like they're so important. I just think that people need to put a priority on their friendships and on their relationships. Another thing that I really like to do is I make sure that I'm phoning my friends. I usually like walk home from my job, and whenever I'm walking home, I scroll through my contacts and I just make sure that I pick up the phone. And sometimes they don't answer, and that's okay. We're all busy. And sometimes they do answer. It can be 10 minutes, it can be 20 minutes, it can end up being an hour. Like it doesn't need to be long, it can be long, but just reaching out and making that first point of contact and making that connection is so important. And not only does that make you feel good, that makes them feel good that they know that they're valued and that somebody is thinking about them. And even if you're not living in the same city anymore, that you still care about them and about nurturing that friendship. I took a brief interlude to change my laundry. Here's something else to remember. Social media is a highlight reel of people's curated lives. Okay? I'm going to say that again for the girls in the back. Social media is a highlight reel of people's curated lives. Okay? Like, yeah, these people are doing these things and that's amazing, but people are posting on social media what they want others to see. People are not posting on social media the days that it was really hard, the days when they were looking at your social media and they felt the same way that you're feeling looking at their, like, you know what I mean? Like, people are putting on the internet what they want people to perceive them as. So you need to take it with a grain of salt. Be proud for others, cheer for others, don't drag others down because you will never have success when you're preying on people's downfalls. Always clap for others if you ever want them to clap for you. People need to lift people up. I think that we're also in such a day and age where everything is so online and we feel like so connected that there's almost an even bigger disconnect than before. I find this with myself too. You'll be scrolling and you'll be doing whatever and you just get lost in this like endless scroll and this doom scroll, and you're seeing the lives of all these people and all these things of people you don't know. But like, where is your real connection? Like, yeah, you might feel a part of an online community to an extent, but where is your real human connection? We're in the age of being so connected online, and yet we're so deeply disconnected in real life. Something that's just so important is just making sure that you're fostering real human connections. It's really hard sometimes to get off of our phones and to push ourselves out of these comfort zones. And even just little things, like something that I've been really, really trying to implement into my life, aside from like my friendships and my connections and my relationship, like put all of that to the side, like even just tiny, tiny human connections with people that you see on the street every single day. Something that I've been really adamant about bringing into my every single day life is when I'm walking on the street, I do not go on my phone unless I'm filming, but I'm not on my phone texting. If I'm crossing the street, I'm not texting. I'm looking up, I'm looking at people, I'm making eye contact, I'm smiling. And something that I really try to do is I try to compliment others. Yesterday, I was like crossing the street and there was this girl and she was wearing a super cute all pink outfit. And I just looked at her and I said, "You look so good today." And just immediately, like it changes. Like she just is like, oh, she's smiling and then she feels good and I also feel good. I always also remind myself that every single day is a brand new day. This was like an amazing reminder that I got when I was listening to my Nike Run Club guided run with Coach Bennett and the head of Headspace, Annie Puttingham. Oh my gosh, I love those two. If you're a runner, if you're a meditator, all those things, go give that a listen. But Annie was basically saying that, like, okay, yes, sometimes your schedule like becomes the same. You get in like your schedule of work and this and this and this, and like every day is the same, but it's just not true. Every single day is different. What I'm about to say here, like this changed my perspective. This has changed my life. Every single day is a brand new day. It doesn't matter if you have the exact same routine. Every single day is a brand new routine. He's kind of meaning like, okay, yeah, you're walking the same path, but that doesn't mean you're going to pass the exact same people every single day. You're taking the same train route, but that doesn't mean that the same people will be on the train every day, or that you'll be reading the same book every day, or that you'll be answering the same message every day, right? Like the day is similar, but the day is never the same. And so this really helps me to keep my head up and to keep myself present. Also, I just like remind myself, I'm like, oh, I might never see this person again, and I really like this shoe that they're wearing. Like, I'm going to compliment them because this is the opportunity that's here right now. And who am I to not take opportunities? Hold the door for people, smile to people. They literally make other people's day too. Like, not only does it foster human connection, which helps you feel good, but you're going to make other people feel good too. Bring back human connection. You can do it all if you want to. Just remember to always, always, always take time for yourself. All these relationships and all these things, these are so important, but at the same time, I think that it's okay to always be a little bit selfish as well. I'm not saying this to counter out all the stuff that I've just said for the entire video. I'm saying that they're both important in different ways. Finding the time and the space for these relationships, like, is something you need to do, and you need to go out of your way to do these things. But look after yourself. We are not here to just burn out, to be in this constant state of stress. Take time for yourself. You are able to foster relationships and also be selfish at the same time. My biggest thing for this is setting aside a single day in the week that is just for me. Some people think this is crazy. They're like, well, you have time on this day. Like, why can't we hang out? And I'm like, no. That's my day. Because if I'm not taking time for me and for my priorities and for my stuff, then my life is going to become all about these other people. It's like actually such a tricky balance, and it almost sounds like contradictory to each other, but I promise you it's not. It's just about finding balance. Quality over quantity. You don't need to have like 4 million friends. You just need to have one good friend, two good friends, like a couple people you can call on the phone. Like, just foster a community, but it doesn't need to be big and it doesn't need to be overwhelming. And the people that you're spending your time with should always be lifting you up. Never spend your time with people who are dragging you down. It's not worth it. Surround yourself with people who support you, who are there for you. And also, that is part of you lifting yourself up. If you're surrounding yourself with people who love you and support you and are there for you and can see your goals and are only like there to help you and support you, that is self-care. I literally had to sit down and think about like what is important to me, what adds value into my life. And now that I foster time for my relationship with myself as well as my relationships with others, life-changing. I think moral of the story is your 20s are just hard and complicated, and there's like 14 million things to balance like all of the time. I promise you, just be in this present moment and lift others up, and you will be lifted up as well. And just do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, whatever you feel like. Just do it. Just go for it. As long as you remain a kind person, good things are going to happen to you. Remain open, remain kind. Good things will happen for you, and everything is going to work out exactly how you need it to. I love you all so, so, so much. Thank you so much for sitting with me and listening to my little yap today. I feel like I needed to get this out for myself too. And I really hope that even one little sentence that I've said has been helpful to anybody who has spent the time to sit with me and to listen to me. And I appreciate it so, so much. If you want more videos in this kind of format, drop a comment below and maybe I'll make some more. Go over to my Instagram. That's where I had all my cool pictures, some fun reels. Go to my TikTok. You already know. Like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I love you so much. Thank you so much for staying to the end. I appreciate you. Go out there, follow your dreams, crush it, be kind. I love you.